What is up, everybody? Special video today. I am excited about this. I had the pleasure of speaking with Mohu not too long ago, who reached out to me and they asked, hey, we make indoor TV antennas and we want you to test one out and give us your thoughts in a YouTube video. And I said, you know what, let's see. Here's the big deal though, is I've got to make sure that you guys are okay with me being as critical as I need to be. And they said, please let us have it. And I said, all right, so what we're gonna do today is we're gonna open this box. I have no idea what's in here. I don't even know anything about it. I've done no research or anything. I'm gonna be reviewing it for you so you can get the first-hand experience and see what they sent me. Be sure to stick around to the end of the video. Got something special for you to announce, so be sure to stick around for that. Guys, if you don't know me, my name is Rick. I am a financial coach and I'm the owner of the Debt Free Mafia, and I'm so glad that you're here. If you are about saving money, if you are about paying off your debt, if you're about living debt free, if you're about leaving a legacy to your children, and not only them, but your grandchildren, this is the place for you. Go ahead, hit subscribe real quick. We are so close to 1,000. I got a special announcement about that again at the end, so please stick around for that because I want you to be a part of it. I'd love for you to be a part of the channel, be part of the Debt Free Mafia. I'm gonna open this bad boy up and we're gonna see what's in here. Don't worry, I was a Boy Scout. Man, they packed this thing in here pretty good. All right, yeah, I was talking to Mohu about this, and you know, we were talking about how much money people tend to waste on their cable bill. That's one of the top areas with my personal clients that I work with on them on cutting back. I know it's really nice to have a luxury full of channels, but that's what it is, just that, it's a luxury. So something that I'm big about is we actually have a TV antenna, but I think it's really crappy, so I'm really hoping that this one is better, or I'm really hoping they just sent me a TV antenna. We're about to find out. They mentioned it, but we'll see. So I'm gonna let you guys see it here, same time I am. Good gummit. All right, first try. All right, here's what we got. Check it out. Oh boy, looks like we got some swag. Got a sticker. Got a nice little note. Got this sweet little bag. That's really handy. This is very cool. I'm gonna set this down so we can talk about it. We got this. We got a pair of scissors with our cable, right? These low-key might be the best scissors that we have in the house now. Ceremonial. We got the cable. So if you don't know what a cable cutter is, we talked about just a minute ago, but you're cutting the cable, not paying that average. I think it's like $175 a month, right? So that's a big area we can save some money. So I'm gonna undo this. Comes with cool magnets on the bag. And we're gonna cut this cable. You guys ready for this? Drum roll. Oh wow, look at that. Those actually work really good. Well, let's see what else is in here. Oh heck yeah, cool shirt. And then lastly, we've got the Mohu Leaf 30. So it's got a 40-mile range, indoor HD TV antenna. It's one of the flat ones, so it's similar to what we have. I actually like the color white a lot more than the black one, so I hope it's white on the inside. We're about to find out. It claims to have advanced military technology, multi-directional, detachable cable, which is pretty standard for a lot of these. When I was talking to Mohu, I told him I had a TV antenna already because we wanted to pick up our local channels, but here in Midland, Texas, it's pretty hard to pick up a few channels, so we're gonna see if it has the ability to pick up some of these channels, just because I think it's not so much the antenna, I don't think anyways, we're about to find out, but it's the range that they're broadcasting in. I have my doubts, but I really do wanna check these out. I'm already really appreciative of what they've sent, but I really want you guys to have the truth on whether I would recommend this as a product or not. Also, that way I can present to you kind of here in just a little bit what the costs are versus you know, keeping your cable bill and what you could save by being able to keep up with this. So anyways, we're gonna do that. I'm gonna undo this and I'm gonna head over to my TV and we are gonna try that out. All right, so welcome to Casa de Bergman. I got the TV here and I got my old antenna up in the window right here. So this is like I think this is like a cheap $20 antenna I got at Walmart. But I kind of wanted to mess around and see what the channels are like. Right now, I only get 3 prominent channels, and that's going to be Fox, and then channel ABC, and then also I think like the CW or something like that. Not great. The one channel I want the most is going to be CBS because I'm a Broncos fan. I love watching the Broncos, even though they've been terrible for a while. They come on channel 7, which is CBS, because CBS has rights to most AFC games, which is what the Broncos are in. So I wanted to be able to watch the Broncos locally when they're on that channel. But right now it can't. And even with this antenna that I have now, if I stand in the way of it sometimes, it gets really pixelated. and even turns off. I'm not super impressed with this, so I'm really excited to see what this leaf does. I'm gonna fire it up, I'm gonna program it and let you guys know if it's better, worse, or the same. So that way you guys know. All right, so we got it all hooked up, we got it installed, and we got the channels all scanned for. So I kind of wanted to give you guys my thoughts on what my first impressions are with it. My first impressions are probably that it's probably not a whole lot better than what I already had. Just to be completely honest, I think the antenna I bought at the time was probably about I think it's about $30, maybe $35 from Walmart, which is a generic brand. The Mohu Leaf 30, which is what I'm testing, is about $40. So just to kind of give you a heads up on that. I will say this though, that all of my local channels are they seem to be just a tiny bit stronger. They don't seem like they pixelate as easy, like somebody can't walk across the screen and all of a sudden, or in front of the antenna and all of a sudden it get all pixelated and lose signal. It doesn't seem to be doing that. I did do just a little bit of research while I was waiting for it to program just to see what would increase the odds of your antenna being even better. One of the most helpful things I found is, especially if you get this Mohu, is you can actually buy a coax cable. You can actually get an attachment that is flat and it has a connector on both ends. So you can actually use that flat part and put it underneath your window and mount this antenna outside. You probably need to keep it out of the elements if possible, but you can sometimes get a better signal there. I think here in my local area, I don't know why I'm not getting my CBS or my NBC. But that's not really the antenna's fault. It's not really any antenna's fault. If I do get a chance later on, let me know below in the comments. Would you like to see me do an outdoor antenna? Because those are much more powerful and can pick up even more channels. They're more pricey, of course, but if you're looking to save money on your cable long term, getting this local TV antenna is great. If you really don't watch a lot of TV, it's only $40, right? If you're paying over $100 a month on your streaming services that you're not really using, or your cable, and you just want to watch big events that are happening on your local channels, you'll probably get more local channels than I am, just because of the area I'm in. But this is a fantastic option for you, and I would really encourage you to go check it out. I have a link below if you're interested in going and checking out the Mohu. That's, of course, is an affiliate link. You're welcome to use it. Don't have to use it if you don't want to. It just supports me for doing the review. I'd appreciate it. But I kind of want to talk about just a few more things real quick, and I'm gonna hop back to my computer. Awesome, yeah, so I kind of wanted to come back to the computer real quick and wanted to talk just a little bit about some pros and cons that you can consider with this Mohu. This is the Leaf 30, so it's recommended for no more than 40 miles from the towers that you're getting in. So if you're in a big city or a busy suburb, this is probably going to be good for you. Again, if you're in a rural area, we're going to talk about it in a second, probably want to do that, but I'm going to share my screen with you real quick, and I want to kind of talk through just a few pros and cons, and then again we have the announcement I just have in just a few minutes, so please hold on just a minute. So my pros and cons for that I've kind of had with my experience with this Mohu Leaf 30. So pros, it's a one-time purchase. I mean, it's $40. I know that there are some cheaper options out there for antennas. However, if you think about it, if you make the $40 purchase one time and you decide to cut cable, or maybe your cable bill's $200, and you're like, I'm going to cut that. I'm going to pick up a couple of streaming services and use this for local channels. You're probably still going to be under $100 or really close. That's going to save you $100 a month already, which is $1,200 a year, which is significant, right? That's money that you could throw through debt, or you could be saving for an emergency fund, or being able to be generous with, whichever one you choose. Next is going to be, it can be mounted in a window or a wall, which is very self-explanatory. Most of these are, but the next one was really cool. It can be paintable. These things a lot of people think can come across as an eyesore, right? So it's something that you want to make as invisible as possible, and they understand that. So it's cool. So if you have the paint left over from your walls and you want it to be wall mounted, but you want it to blend in, you can use the paint to blend it in, and that way hopefully nobody notices that's even there. I doubt they will, honestly, if you do a good job. Again, I talked about mounting it outside. That's another option. I cannot promise to you that it's going to make it in the elements, depending on if it gets wet and all that stuff. I've just read other articles about it. I'm trying to do a little bit of research on it. That they said that it worked really. They got twice as many channels by mounting it outside. So consider that if you want to. The install was incredibly easy. One thing I really loved about it that the other antenna I didn't have is it had a connection on both sides instead of just one side. So basically on the bottom of the actual square that you saw, there was a connection, and then the TV connection. The other one I had just had a cable coming out. It was a one-sided connection. So, and then lastly, this is probably why it costs just a little bit more, but if it's important to you to buy American products, This is an American product, so you can buy that. I think the reason why the antenna I bought at Walmart was cheaper is probably because it was made across seas. I'm just guessing. I did not recognize the brand on it. It was called You Need to Have It or something like that, and that didn't sound like an American brand. Cons, just want to go over those. There are cheaper options, like I said. If you're really trying to save out on like maybe 10 bucks tops, this is an option. However, I would strongly recommend going with a well-built brand like Mohu. It just seems like there's quality there. They obviously try to take care of people. They took care of me, so I do appreciate that. And then lastly, this particular model is rated for the city. This is not rated for people who live remotely, right? You're gonna need a stronger signal for people who live remotely so you can pick up channels from further away. I'm picking up a channel that's probably about 30 miles away and about 24 miles away. However, there's one that's, I believe, 50 something miles and I wasn't able to pick it up. So you need to consider that when it comes to that. Lastly, overall, this is something I do recommend to people who like to, watch events like big game. But if people who like to watch big things that are going on that are going to be on the main channels like your CBS's, your NBC's, it's a great way to watch football without having to pay for any kind of package, especially if you're a local team. So be sure to check that out. And then lastly, I wanted to announce to you guys something really cool. We are getting so close to 1,000 subscribers. I'm going to be giving away a $100 gift card for a lucky person who enters my giveaway. It's going to be a $100 gift card to Amazon. That way you can go and be able to either treat yourself or be able to take care of some groceries so you have extra cash to pay towards debt, whatever it might be. You're going to be able to be eligible to enter in for that. I'm not going to do this giveaway until we hit 1,000 subscribers, so be sure to share this. Be sure to subscribe if you're not. I'd love for you guys to be a part of the Debt Free Mafia. We're doing awesome things here. Again, shout out Mohu. Thanks for the sweet swag that you sent me and allowing me this opportunity. Again, guys, I hope that was helpful to you. Please hit the like button. It helps me out tremendously. You have no idea how much it helps small YouTubers when you hit the like button. So guys, I appreciate you and I hope you have a really good one. We'll talk to you later. Peace.